Okay, so what is technical stack? So when we work with some of applications, it can be mobile application, it can be any of our application. Okay, so let's take an example of e-commerce. So this is a e-commerce website. In this website, if I am going to work with product listing, pricing, so this is a price, this is a product, and there is some kind of information like description and so on. So what I required here, first one is a front end. This is my front end. There, then I need to talk with server, so that is a backend. It can be any kind of program such as PHP or Java, Python, and so on. Mostly we work with a framework, so we'll talk about it. How we are going to work with framework and everything. Okay, and another one is database. So this is our database. Okay, so in database there are two kind of database, that is SQL or no SQL. SQL means in a table format, rows and columns. The format is like CSV, Excel, and so on. And in SQL, we work with JSON, JavaScript object notation, and any kind of documents. So that is a NoSQL, which is written in JSON. Directly we are going to, when we work with JSON, so that is a NoSQL. Okay. Now in front end, we can call it as a UI, that is user interface, or a client side. In Chrome, when we work with sorry for spelling, okay, there is a client side. Okay, that is correct. So what is client side? Basically, when we work with the browser, so in browser, when we write some kind of request or query in Google search, then we'll press enter. So that user interface, or if I want to search any kind of product in any application, it can be any application. So that query, for example, if I'm writing something and hitting enter, this is my query and I'm hitting enter. So this is my client side where I'm requesting something. Now this client side going to talk with a backend, talk through any programming language. Okay, now through the help of logic, like through the help of Python or Java or PHP, this can be happen. Okay, in browser, mostly in browser always JavaScript will run backend. Okay, but we'll talk about, we are talking about a backend where we are writing some kind of logic through the help of any programming. But in browser, mostly JavaScript always running behind, because we are working with V8 engine. Okay, we'll talk about it when we introduce a Mern stack. So we'll got to know what is V8 engine and how we are going to work with V8 engine. But that is enough to understand that for backend we are writing up through the help of Python, Java, or PHP. Okay, backend we also call as server side, and that's it. Now in Python, when we are working with Python, there is some framework we are using to create some kind of logic of applications, that is Django or any Flask. So this two kind of frameworks we are using. In Java, we work with Spring Boot, PHP with Laravel, and so on. In database, there are so many of database option in SQL, that is NoSQL, that is MySQL, Oracle, or PostgreSQL. In NoSQL, there is MongoDB. Okay. We are going to make some application.
we need to decide some set of technologies. So that set of technologies known as technical stack,